So here we are, the end of an era. This is my last photo session with this old girl. This is the Canon 5D Mark III. Tomorrow I take delivery of my new Canon mirrorless full frame camera. And I'm looking forward to it, but to be honest, I'm going to miss this old faithful camera. It served me really well. So first of all, where am I today? Well, I've ventured south rather than north. Although I met up with some buddies you may be familiar with. Today I'm in Holme Fen in Cambridgeshire, and it's absolutely stunning place, a woodland. Apparently one of the largest collection of silver birch in England, I think, but it's absolutely beautiful. Apparently, however, I have missed the best of the fog this morning, but not to worry. I finally found a composition. So the question is, why have I, after what, 2-3 years of having the 5D Mark III, why have I decided to move on? Well, to be honest, I'm in a position now where I can afford to, and I just fancied a new toy, to be honest. It's good.
Wait a minute. Who's that solitary figure there in the background? Oh, it's that bloke from Lancashire. Sure, he'll just move on without disturbing us.
I feel just to move on and progress as technology advances. It served me well over the years, especially in the Lake Districts and the weather conditions, in terms of full weather proofing. It's built like an absolute brick. It's never failed me. That's probably one of the reasons why I've continued to use Canon. I know there's a lot of other brands out there, but to be honest, I've used Canon since I first started in 2007, so that's the reason why I'm continuing to do that. So yeah, it's quite a sad day today.
If I'm going to miss the camera, then why choose to move on, you may ask? After all, the camera has never, and I mean never, let me down. I hear stories of other branded cameras failing to work in mid-photo session. My 5D has always delivered, however, and to be honest, it's certainly been put to test in different challenging conditions. Most importantly, it has delivered me images I have been pleased with in terms of quality. This camera, however, is aging. It was first released in 2012, so it is no spring chicken. Its technology is dated in comparison to what is on the market now. There are advances in focusing, image quality, dynamic range, to name a few. The question is it necessary to upgrade? Well, no, it's not necessary, but I want something which will make my photography and videography easier. A new camera will not make me a better photographer, but hopefully I will improve while using a new camera. I'm a firm believer in moving with the times, and let's be honest, who doesn't like new toys? It brings a feeling of well-being.
So the fog has gone. Apparently it lasted about half an hour, and this would be an ideal place for fog. But not to worry. I've stumbled across this composition using the bracken in the foreground, and it's turned a nice golden bronzy orangey colour, creating some contrast, and that leads onto the silver birch, creates some nice angles, and again in itself they are adding some contrast. To see, I'm opting for a square crop. I do like a good square crop. One thing that will change in my new camera is how I focus. Currently what I do is I use the LCD and zoom in and then manual focus on the part of the image I want sharp. In the new mirrorless camera, however, it's got a large amount of focusing points. So what I'll do is just view the LCD and touch on the part of the image which I want in focus. So my life is going to be a bit easier. So you can probably hear the boys I'm with in the background just interrupting things. Anyway, telephoto is on. I'm just in a nice scene. It's just a combination of verticals and weaving lines with the trees and the branches as well. I'm going to zoom in, create a nice little frame with that. One thing I won't miss is the weight. This 5D Mark III weighs just under a kilogram, a bag of sugar. And when you're hiking up fells and mountains like I do, that accompanied with the lens and the bag, it all adds up. The new mirrorless one I'll be getting is, I believe, around 600 grams, so nearly half a kilogram, which, you know, it's a bit of a saving in weight. So looking forward to that. One other thing as well, it will probably result in less use of the Gitzer, because I plan on doing a lot more handheld shots, because the new camera has got inbuilt image stabilization. That, accompanied with the image stabilization in the lens, is going to give me a few more stops to play with. Now, I know you usually see me on top of the fells, the mountains, the Lake District, the wonderful limestone country of the Yorkshire Dales, but I tell you what, this is such a wonderful place and really fitting for my last photo session with the old girl. And look at this, what's just opened up here. Time for a selfie. Can I do it? So again, it hasn't taken much to find the composition. Just a simple scene behind me, of contrasting shapes and angles. You got the main branches, vertical, slightly weaving out with the frame, and then you've got some smaller branches creating a circular motion as well. Telephoto, zooming in, simple. It's been a wonderful morning. What a wonderful place. It's a definite, this is definitely a location I will be returning to. It's only about, what, just over 2 hours down the road from me. The light's got a bit harsh now, the sun's come out, creating some contrasting patches, and woodland and contrasting patches doesn't do it for me. So this is it. The end of an era. The end of my DSLR days. She's done me well. She's done me well. And I will miss it, but it's time to move on to newer things. So hope you've enjoyed the vlog. next time I'll have my new toy with me. Till then, take good care of yourself, keep smiling. Bye bye for now.